It makes sense Miss Caldwell would pick me for the job. I am the perfect engine for it. The other engines groaned. Taylor had been sent away to be repaired after an accident, so Coletta was asked to work on Taylor's branch line in her absence. "Oh, come on, Coletta," grumbled Larry. "You've gone on about this for 2 days." "And what's wrong with that?" snapped Coletta. "I can't be proud." "You can be proud, but be proud in silence," added Christian. "You two are just jealous," snorted Coletta. "And you never know. I might do the work so well, Taylor will have to do my work, and I'll be permanently given the branch line." "Huh," wheezed Larry. "That'll be the day." Coletta didn't feel like arguing anymore and headed off to the seaport. "They just all wish they were chosen," Coletta said to herself as she made her way along the coastline. When she arrived at the seaport, she made a beeline for the ferry terminal and coupled onto the regular passenger train that Taylor normally takes. Coletta felt proud until she saw Chelsea backing down toward her. Chelsea was shocked to see Coletta already coupled to the train. "What are you doing here?" asked Chelsea, looking very puzzled and slightly annoyed. Coletta began. "You didn't know Miss Caldwell sent me here to fill in for Taylor?" "Miss Caldwell sent you here to help out while Taylor is away, not to do her actual jobs. That's what I'm doing." "Then who am I going to be working with?" asked Coletta. "With us," said a voice. Just then Leo and Owen appeared. "You're going to help us arrange freight cars here at the seaport," Owen explained. Coletta groaned. "You can't be serious." "We are indeed serious," added Leo. "Now come on, let's go. The freight cars won't move themselves." Coletta was uncoupled from the passenger train and Chelsea took over. Chelsea puffed away to start the journey while Coletta went with the twins to start shunting. Now, Coletta is a very capable engine, but when she's in a certain mood, she could be hard to deal with, in which Leo and Owen found out. Leo was patient with Coletta. "Coletta, you moved these freight cars to the wrong pier. You need to take them down a little further." Said Coletta, "Can you please do it for me? I'll just go ahead and do something else." "Okay," said Leo. "I will this time." Thank you," said Coletta. But Owen wasn't as forgiving. That afternoon, he was dispatched to rescue Coletta. He found her with her train stuck on the drawbridge and a very angry tugboat and captain waiting impatiently. "What happened?" he called out to Coletta. I ran out of fuel," Coletta said meekly. "Then why didn't you stop and get some?" Owen said furiously. "I didn't feel like stopping to get some," she said. Didn't feel like getting some?" roared Owen. "Coletta, you—" "Oh, just stop arguing and get her moved," called the angry captain of the tug. And that's what Owen did. "That Coletta is insufferable," Owen told Leo in the shed that evening. "I understand what you're saying," Leo replied softly, "but maybe we should just give her some time." "Oh, Pa," grumbled Owen. Early the next morning, it was drizzly and misty. Visibility was at an all-time low. Seamus had asked Coletta to work the car floats. "You need to be very careful with the car floats," began Leo, "because—" "I know how to work car floats," snapped Coletta. "How do you know I haven't before?" "Well, I was just trying to help," stuttered Leo. "Watch how you talk to my brother," Owen said furiously. "Well," said Coletta, "I don't like being told what I can and can't do." And without another word, she rumbled away. Now, actually, Coletta didn't know anything about car floats, but she wasn't going to let that stop her. With much banging about, she collected the car she had to take to the barge, and then proceeded to the floats. Coletta reversed her train and stopped just short of the slips. The brakeman will raise and lower his lantern to signal to Coletta when it's safe to proceed and when to stop. Carefully, Coletta began shoving backwards. When the cut of cars got near the edge of the barge, the brakeman stopped swinging his lantern. but Coletta kept shoving. There was a boat that was bobbing in the water nearby, and Coletta thought that was the brakeman's lantern. Soon the freight cars began to fall off the edge of the barge and into the water. The freight cars screamed and pleaded with Coletta to stop, but she thought they were trying to play tricks, so she shoved even harder. Now, the floats aren't designed to take the weight of engines, and as soon as Coletta rolled onto it, they collapsed and she fell head first into the ocean. Luckily, her crew was able to swim free, but Coletta was sunk. It wasn't until nearly noon when Coletta was able to be rescued by Leo and Owen. Miss Caldwell was not happy. Because of the weather conditions, the accident wasn't really all your fault, but you should have been more careful considering you never worked car floats before. I'm sorry, ma'am, Coletta whispered. Once your engine is dried out and your wiring repaired, you will work nothing but the car floats until you've learned how to be careful with them. Yes, ma'am, Coletta replied. And that is exactly what happened. Coletta worked the car floats with Leo and Owen keeping a close eye on her and showing her how to do it right. They were helpful, but still teased her. Remember, Letta, the cars go on the barge, not off it. Coletta was not at all amused, but she did learn to never brush off the advice of others ever again.